Good vach and welcome to BJC Mitzvah A, number 233, part 7, using Sefer Hachinuch Mitzvah that keeps us on its way. And we're continuing with the mitzvah entitled, The Prohibition to Pervert Justice. Here we go. Liability of a court for an erroneous ruling. Having touched upon the subject of erroneous rulings in the above discussion, the Chinuch provides an outline of its laws. Were it not for the fact that the subject would be extensive and would venture beyond the confines of our work, we would endeavor to set forth here the rules pertaining to erroneous ruling in monetary law, addressing all possible scenarios, namely, number 1, all the scenarios in which the ruling is reversed; number 2, the scenarios in which the ruling is not reversed, and the court must reimburse the litigant against whom the erroneous ruling was issued from its own property; and finally, 3, the scenarios in which the ruling is not reversed and the court is absolved from payment. However, because his work was not meant to cover the entire scope of these situations, the Chinuch provides some guidelines instead, beginning with the scenarios in which the ruling is reversed. The rule of the matter, as it appears from the study of the relevant Talmudic passages, is that whenever the court adjudicated a case without having been willingly accepted to do so by the litigants, and also there's a judge in the city who is greater in Torah scholarship and stature than they, so that he has the authority to reverse their verdict if he deems it incorrect, and they erred in judgment, even if the error was in the weighing of opinions and not in a matter that is clearly ruled upon in the Mishnah, their ruling is reversed and the disputed money or item is returned to its original holder. The Chinuch notes an exception to this rule. However, even if both criteria are met, i.e. there was no acceptance of the judges by the litigants and there was a higher authority in the locale, the verdict is reversed only if the judges did not seize the item in question from one litigant and hand it over to the other litigant. For if they did seize it and hand it over, the ruling is not reversed. Rather, they must pay the litigant from whom they erroneously confiscated the item. The Chinuch returns to the general guidelines. In any other circumstance of an error in the weighing of opinions, i.e. if the judges were accepted by the litigants, or if there was no superior judge present to vacate the judge's ruling, their ruling is not reversed. The Chinuch, we'll continue this next part tomorrow, but let's just start it. Chinuch discusses the judge's liability in such circumstances where the erroneous verdict stands and the losing litigant suffers a loss due to their ruling. Okay, but that will be for tomorrow. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Future Mitzvah 36 100 Gold. Have a good evening.